On the line with us, we've got Mike Auger with Patriot Home Inspections, and today we're going to be going over the home inspection report. Is it info or is it a negotiation tool? Good stuff. Mike, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me on. And this is a great topic. And a lot of people misunderstand what the home inspection is for. So let's get to the core of it. What is a home inspection, right? That's when you bring somebody like myself in, we go in, we inspect the house, and we give all the information, good or bad, or just general information to the customer. So we're providing them with all the information that we can reasonably obtain about this property to them. And that's it. A lot of people feel like, oh, I do my home inspection so that I can find a bunch of stuff wrong with the house and I can negotiate my price to a lower number. And that's not what the home inspection is for. It is not designed for that. It's designed so that when you buy a house, you know what you're buying.
Yep.
And if it happens that we find stuff that is different than you thought, yes, there is an opportunity for a secondary negotiation. We're seeing folks make offers on a house of a number that they're actually not comfortable purchasing the house on. So they're going to offer $10,000 more than they really should, with the predetermined idea that no matter what we find, they're going to try to just cut that price back down to the normal price. And that's not really why we're there. When you get a home inspection, it's not something that a buyer should be going into this thinking that we're going to get a discount on this house because we're picking the most picky home inspector, or we're going to ask for every single thing. Sellers are not inclined to fix every single thing in the report, and they're not inclined to make a financial concession on everything in the report, with very few exceptions. So if it's a brand new house, yeah, that should be perfect. Okay, nobody's lived in it. It's brand new. I get it. If it's a house that somebody's marketing as a complete renovation, and it looks like they went through the whole thing and painted a new windows, a new heating system, new electric and all that, that house, again, shouldn't have normal wear and tear on it for the most part. But other than that, a house that somebody's occupied and lived in and is selling, they're not going to fix all those things, and they're certainly probably not going to make a huge concession on normal wear and tear items. And you're just going to find that you're a frustrated buyer at that point because you're not using the home inspection just as information to make a wise purchase.
Hey, Mike, I'm curious, what do you think is the top 2 or 3 reasons why buyers pull out of an agreement? What are those top 2 or 3 things that you see buyers get the most scared of?
That's a good question. I would say that the top couple of things aren't actually things that we inspect, but problems with the well water in the septic system, because those are big ticket items.
Yeah.
And we saw that a lot early this year where we didn't get a lot of rain. So you were seeing a lot of wells really underperform. So obviously if you go in there and you start turning on faucets and you get a buyer looking at that thinking, I can't shower if there's no water coming out of that. That's obviously something that is a big turn off for them, or a septic system failure, because you're talking about items that cost several $1,000s, sometimes tens of thousands of dollars to remedy. So those are really the big ones. And then from my end of things, mold and asbestos tend to freak people out.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is, if somebody has looked at the house or made an offer on the house sight unseen, sometimes just a lot of little things that might add up. But I would say the big things are probably mold, asbestos, and septic and well. Those are probably the most important things that tend to freak people out.